Today we are going to be talking about high protein diet in big cats.
Introduction. Big cats, such as lions, tigers, and leopards, are some of the most powerful animals. Our group wanted to look into the key factors behind these predators' strengths and agility, which is their diet. Big cats' diets have heavy amounts of protein. They're carnivores, and they rely on animal-based food to meet their nutritional needs. In the first part of this presentation, we explore why high-protein diets are essential for big cats. We dive into the function of amino acids and physiological effects as well.
Starting off with the regulation of taurine and arginine, consumed protein is broken down by amino acids, which are then used to build new proteins, and cats are obligate carnivores and require two essential amino acids that are best found in food to regulate their body functions. These amino acids are taurine and arginine. Taurine is an amino acid that maintains reproduction, heart health, and eye health. Arginine is an amino acid that maintains ammonia levels in the body and can support liver function as well. And cats are not able to synthesize these amino acids efficiently on their own, and they must be provided through a diet, which is why a higher protein diet of about 30 to 40% is recommended to avoid the breakdown and reduction in function of the muscles and bones. The lack of taurine can lead to heart failure, cardiomyopathy, and blindness, and lack of arginine can lead to vomiting, liver failure, and even death. Both taurine and arginine have both been found to be abundant in protein-rich diets, so following a higher protein diet is super important in cats.
When you're on a high protein diet, proteins are not the body's main source of energy, even though it is heavily relied on. In cases such as big cats, where carbohydrates are restricted, they can 1. Get energy from fats, or 2. Get energy from amino acids. This works by having the amino acids convert protein into glucose, which gives energy, especially for red blood cells in the brain. On top of high protein being an energy source, it provides immune system support. So a high protein diet is giving the body the needed amino acids. These amino acids play a big role in repairing tissues like muscles, skin, and immunity organs. A high protein diet in cats supports a lean muscle growth as well. When you have a lean muscle growth, this is playing a role in immunity support because the physical resilience that comes with it. Strong, lean muscles create an agile and mobile cat, which can help animals cope with things like stress a lot better. The last thing, besides energy and immune system support, is metabolism. Proteins have a higher thermic effect of food compared to things like fats and carbohydrates. This is meaning that the body is using more energy for its digestion, which leads to a small boost in the metabolism. Having such a high energy expenditure for metabolism can support the weight management of the cat and keep it from getting obese, which is super important for large cats. Another part with metabolism is appetite regulation. When you consume high protein, it creates the feeling of being full by creating appetite regulating hormones like ghrelin and GLP-1. This in turn reduces caloric intake and promotes fat loss and lean mass retention.
While consuming a high-protein diet does have many positives, there are also a few negatives. Consuming high amounts of protein can lead to an abnormally high glomerular filtration rate, or a GFR, for the entire kidney. High blood pressure and a salt sensitivity, as well as kidney stone disease, are all consequences of a high-protein diet. Because of this can also lead to a possibility of kidney disease without any pre-existing conditions. Studies have shown that the daily protein intake of anything greater than 3 grams per kilogram of body weight is deemed unsafe to the body's health. Due to protein needing to be preserved for periods of time before consumption, there will be a higher sodium percentage within said protein in order to upkeep the appearance of it, making it much easier to be susceptible to consuming an unhealthy amount of sodium. Having too much protein will also have a negative effect on both the intestinal and fecal microbiota.
In order to understand the physiology of insulin, we have to know what insulin resistance is. Insulin resistance occurs when your body isn't producing enough of this vital hormone. According to one source, the causes of this include increased activity of hormone-sensitive lipase in the adipocytes and reduces peripheral utilization of glucose and ketones. This perfect storm creates an unwanted situation and is likely to lead to insulin resistance. The figure shown to the right shows the process of glucoregulation with hormones that flows throughout the bloodstream. Hormones such as epinephrine, cortisol, and glucagon are all present. In the absence of insulin, these levels become unregulated, living in the liver, adipocytes, and muscles. Insulin improvement is no easy feat, but with the correct knowledge, you can learn how to improve your feline's levels. Based on the different types of diet, the ingestion of glucose and insulin varies between felines, which are obligate carnivores, and other non-carnivores. For this example, I will use humans. Evidence shows that what may appear to be normal glucose levels for cats may show an intolerance in humans. This is why carbohydrates and lipid deficiencies in cats and insulin resistance in humans seem to draw a closer parallel. One 2011 study conducted also shows the difference between a diet consisting of a high-protein diet and a high-protein diet plus glucose. Despite the plasma insulin and glucose levels not changing much after the cats were in a fasted state, those levels quickly changed by 60 minutes after consumption of a high-protein diet plus glucose-loaded diet. High-protein diets alone did not show a significant change, as shown in the figures on the right.